jumped your gate to dump play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet. Now, like how you getting now? What state brought you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? Wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
On the set. 59, Mark. Check, 59. Check.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the big hit, in this case he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go. 60 out low. It's 59. Mike the 59. Come on.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On third down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Check nine.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Newton completes it to Samuel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Check 48's the mic. Not today, you are.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Ravens nothing.
Set. 388. Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They will go for it. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. McCaffrey on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Look at it. 50 seconds to mine. Bring it. Bring it. Look at it.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Newton to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 17 at the 34-yard line.
We're going to set. White 33. 36. Watch one, watch one. Check 31, check 31. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's fourth down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
Gun.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Watch the run. This side, baby. That's baby side.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
9. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Newton now to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. Jackson, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
There's Jackson on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Newton, a well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On the ground, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Check 4. Check 37. Check 7.
Now a run with McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 187. Mike 57. Double. That's the way. Rush in.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Jackson now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, check. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.